pips in it. How strange is the world, we ask ourselves. Let's see who we've got.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, by heck. You guys are quicker than us. You got here quicker than us. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness gracious me. So we have Sean. Hello, Sean. Hello, Gilda. Hello, Savannah. Hello, Logan. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Susan. And thank you for re-upping your subscription. Hello, Doris Jean. Hello, Laurie. Laurie. Hello, Shana. And hello, Yoff. Goodness. What a load of peeps.
I got them all written down.
There you go. Marvellous. Tell your friends. Isn't that wonderful?
Goodness. Well, it was only a week since we were here, but whoa, what a week it was. My goodness.
By now, if you've been paying some sort of attention to world events, you may realise things are, how shall we say, becoming interesting?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
All right. My first order of business is to say thank you to the people who came out for Community Day.
Oh, yes.
We had some wonderful peeps join us to offer their services to give Reiki, and I appreciate that. So shout out to those guys for their support, I guess I'll call it, or their help to help others. So thank you very much.
Community
and
is so important.
Thank you to the people who came by to visit and receive those Reiki gifts, and join us in a cup of tea or some banter, or just had a place to decompress for a bit.
And stay off social media.
Yeah. And you know, when you think about it, I know for myself, I really felt that I didn't miss social media.
No.
I kind of only have to do it to keep people informed, you know, like I have to go onto the Awareness Shop's Facebook page and post the events and things like that. But again, we are really trying to move our community, our social media community, to a safer place like YouTube. And we're still doing some other research. I'm really not vibing to Blue Sky. I think it's just a different billionaire, and I'm not convinced that you're not going to get propaganded to death over there either. So,
well, you know, controlling the information, that has to be done, doesn't it?
So we're still searching for some places, because we really do think that the writing's on the wall about things getting even more entertaining as we go.
Clandestine and stuff. Hello now. Welcome. Hello, Kimberly. Bless you.
I'm so sorry.
She's allergic to me. I think that's what the issue is.
Yeah, that must be it.
That must be it.
Actually, I'm going to turn this off. I think,
that might be it.
That might be it.
That might be
Blow it on me.
She's blowing the hot air up her in Australia, so it's never fun.
Well, I'm still suffering. I ate non-organic food last week.
Glyphosate-ridden. It's just, poor thing's broken out, you know. It's just like...
How professional. Let's do our podcast. You just sneeze through it, right?
Well, you know, we're human beings.
Oh,
they'll
my
have
God.
They'll have to forgive us. We're warts and all. We're us, isn't it? So, goodness gracious me. I loved the fact that people came out for our community day. It was wonderful, and we need to do more of that. As long as the insanity continues, I think we should definitely be that place of sanity and safety. And yeah, even our Laurie came along as well, which was lovely.
She got out for the,
That's nice
for
of
the
her
day
to get
too.
out.
I didn't even get to see her because I was reading.
I was running
I
around
saw
like
her
a blue
go
ass
by.
fly doing this, that, and everything else.
I saw Laurie go by, but I was locked in my room for the day.
But no, it is so nice.
Which I'm not complaining. I like reading.
Yeah, no, it's
oh
good.
my goodness,
good.
people!
Oh, I know what I was doing. I was fixing that music box. Thing,
yeah, you fixed the music box.
Oh, I should have put that up.
Oh yeah, we should also tell you that we've made a place in the shop for a vintage/antique kind of thriftique store there. That's what I want to call it. I want to call it thriftique, so don't steal my idea. It's for the church, and it's things that we're just unearthing from
wherever
family storage. we kind of got custody of a lot of
we've acquired a lot of stuff
treasures,
over the years,
let's
shall we
just say. But we keep finding new and cool things, and very diverse, from demi-tasse sets to
mini moolies.
And
what the hell's one of them?
Sean found some car badges yesterday in one of the boxes.
It's like unreal when you think about all the stuff that it's over the years where it's all come from. It's just kind of cool. But you know, what is it they say? One man's fish is another man's poison. I don't
One
know
man's garbage is another man's glory. All that kind
Well,
of
yeah,
stuff.
it's poisson, and it's a French play on words. I know that, but I don't know what it is in French, so I'm no good.
All right.
But yeah, some lovely stuff we've got.
So in case you didn't notice, the tarot scopes are posted for March. I know
no,
it's
they're
only
not.
the 3rd, but that seems like a year ago.
I've got to put them on the database.
I wrote that on today's to-do list. It's our admin day.
I'm sorry.
Well, we were a little busy this weekend. Anyway, okay. So the tarot scope video is up here on YouTube. It's only the 3rd, although it seems like it was a year ago that we posted those there. All right. So I'll just talk a little bit about the schedule for members, since we're trying to move things over here.
Oh gosh, you've got a list of fun stuff.
So,
Well, better tell them the good news first. What you've decided to
well,
do there.
see, this is my list. Okay, so we had put up a video called Auric Alchemy, which is using alchemical energy and subconscious work for like protection and healing and that kind of thing.
Putting energy into your aura, basically.
And the people in the academy who saw it, several of them said to me, could you please leave this up? Because I had said each month we would post a new meditation and take the old one down. And then I came down the hall the other night to find him with his earbuds in, listening to it. And he said,
It's really good.
it's really good and I really need this. So
I can listen to it any time, but
But I decided that I will leave that up. So whoever was asking, could I leave up the Auric Alchemy? Yes, we will. We'll leave up Auric Alchemy because we are going to need it.
I think so.
All right.
Use a good old defensive aura.
So here are the things that you'll get with your Academy of the Occult membership this month. All right.
This month?
This
Oh
month.
my gosh.
So you get on the 5th, and Anton will upload the next meditation, but Auric Alchemy will stay up. So that's the 5th.
Okay, so I'll get that done by the 5th.
On the 12th, we're going to have our ritual for the Alder Virgo full moon. On the 19th, we're going to have our ritual for Albin Eiler or Ostara. Now, this is in the Academy of the Occult. This is not the rituals at the shop. Those are always on Fridays. All right. On the 23rd, you'll get a new story time with Anton.
Oh dear, run away now.
On the 9th... Oh, I first repeated. The 19th is written twice.
Okay.
That must have been when something else happened.
We went backwards in
All right.
time there.
On the 26th is our next moon class. And each time we're going to build a little bit more into there. And on the 30th will be our Aries Willow new moon. All right.
Ooh, look at that.
So just to people who are keeping track for the Academy. Hi, Jess. Hi, Helena. I got you both on the list. People who are keeping track for the Academy. On the 5th is the next meditation, but the old one will stay. On the 12th is our Virgo Alder full moon. On the 19th is Albin Eiler Ostara. On the 23rd is story time. On the 26th is the next moon class. And on the 30th is the Aries Willow new moon. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things in 4 weeks. It'll be well worth your membership, I think, if you're into those kind of things. All right. Also, at the shop, Candle Club comes out on the 5th. So anybody's on Candle Club, we have some really cool candles for this month.
That's you, bless you.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're getting bombarded with adverts. I do apologise. We have the ability to suppress them for our paid content, in other words, for our subscribers. But we've lost all control over who puts what up when. So if you've got a highly inappropriate advert, please forgive us. We didn't do it.
So if you guys know anybody who is kind of on the fence about whether or not to join the Academy, you can let them know there's going to be a lot of things that they can do, and you don't have to be there live. That video stays up, and it's a sacred place, a time out of time, so you can come back and redo that over and over, you know. The Imbolc one, Gwalfrey, Gwalmere, that was beautiful. And you could still go back and do that one.
Oh, Juniper's Chower and Astrology. Hello.
All right,
how are
Juniper. I got to know who you are.
Yeah.
Let me just say to you, Juniper, that one of the perks for being a member is that you get $5 in karma points. But we could only give you those karma points if we know who you are. So if you could call the store,
Yeah, could you do that?
and tell Danny who you are sometime today, we'll make sure that you get your karma points. But we can't give them if we don't know who to give them to.
Yeah, because you've been a member for quite a while now. So, I mean, we will make sure you get them for the entire quarter, because this quarter's done at March 31st. So it would be lovely, because we want you to get your freebies, you know, you're entitled to them. So if you don't have the store's number, plug, 845-255-5756. And just say hello, and we'll get you all hooked up with those.
All right, so March.
Marching forwards, marching up and down.
March, very Martian March.
Well, that's where it gets its name from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So, when I was young and fit and singing in my brother's band, I had a treadmill.
So apparently you did.
And I used to practice breathing and stamina by like jogging on the treadmill and singing like
whatever song.
Well, I'd put on an album, so it's like one side of an album. Maybe that's 15, 20 minutes. And I would jog, and so you could breathe and you could, have stamina to be on stage. And yesterday in Craft of the Wise, I was joking and I said it's kind of like we're on this hamster wheel.
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
if you lose focus, you're going to get flipped off, right?
Oh, well, thank you, Sean.
But I think that it's more like a treadmill. I think that we're on this treadmill, and the speed is going to increase over the next 2 months. And especially we may notice this increase over the next 10 days or so. As a lot is going on. What on earth is all
People
this?
are starting to throw us super chats, and we haven't even asked anybody, but you guys are so sweet.
Aw.
Thank you. It helps. It helps in more ways than you can possibly know.
So imagine that we are all on this treadmill together. Now, the good thing about this treadmill is it does have handrails.
Oh, okay.
So even if we're running as fast as we can and we still feel we're going to hit the ground and get flown off, we can hold on tight to the handrails and like lift our legs up. There's inventive ways that we're not going to die. But this is going to be a really, really intense time to navigate. I'm sure that we have all felt this building. And it really is not healthy to hold on to anger, frustration, or any negative grief, loss, whatever. It's not healthy to hold on to that. It starts to attack your physical body, right? So the best thing to do is channel it and transform it into something useful, like volunteering to give Reiki or to help your community, or just focus on turning it into love and sending it out to other people, or turning it into love and taking it back into yourself. And as we go forward, you're really, really going to want to have talks with yourself, right? Talks with yourself. So maybe it's not that you meditate every day, but just take a moment and check what you're putting into your expectations, right? you take that moment and you say, everything is crap and everything's going to crap and I'm so angry and how could that effing be that? Rah, rah, rah. That's what you're programming into your energy.
Mm-hmm.
So take a moment and say, okay, let's just step back. It's really not that horrible. I am in control of this incarnation for myself. I'm going to do something to reset this. And that's going to be really, really important.
We have Marlene joined us, and with a super chat,
All right,
nonetheless.
so put
Thank
her
you
on
so
the
much,
list.
Marlene. That's very, very kind of you.
All right.
We have full-blown conversations with ourselves. You should have full-blown conversations
Absolutely.
with yourself. Check in with yourself. Check in with yourself.
Absolutely.
Ask yourself, what am I doing this for? You know, what do I gain from this? Because we do forget that. We do, as Lisa's saying, we get caught on the bloody hamster wheel, you know, and before we know it, our legs are doing 1,000 miles an hour and we're just building more and more almost negative energy. Do you know what I mean? So a stop and check yourself is a good thing without getting flung off the hamster wheel, you know?
All right. So astrologers count 0 degrees Aries as the beginning of the cycle of the zodiac.
Just got to start somewhere.
And that could be for the year or even an aeon, I suppose. So again, we've had all these markers that are transitioning us from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. And March is not going to disappoint you. What's this say? I've been struggling with my anger. My husband's disabled. We're very worried about what's happening with his benefits. Yeah. I get it.
I feel you. I totally do. And, you know, I don't know how far away from us you are, but we're a good support community. You know, we do actually practically lend people a hand wherever possible. It's not you against the world, Juniper. Please understand that. Understand there's people that are aligned with you, that do actually give a damn, you know? And we have a community of like taken on the collective responsibility to support one another because, you know, it's dangerous when you become isolated and you're just left with, you know, because you've only got to turn on the TV or go on social media to see that permanent, like, spew
Trying
of
to
negativity.
drag you down.
Yeah.
Believe me, I used this term a while back and it's still there. I have incandescent rage for the war on humanity.
It's
Right?
it's unconscionable.
Not just what's happening in this country, but globally. And I if I really leaned into that, it would
destroy you.
consume me.
It would destroy you. Yeah.
So I really make a marked effort every day to say, no. Hold the light. If everybody just transitioned to kindness, we'd have kindness. But they want to suck everybody over into that anger and despair.
Savannah, what you're saying, having conversation with yourself and being kind to yourself, one of the best ways if you don't know how to try and start to be kind to yourself is just practice a random act of kindness to somebody else. Now, it doesn't have to be the most magnanimous gesture. It could be anything, just like letting somebody cut in line in front of you or holding a door for somebody or just smiling at somebody. This actually begins the process of transformation because
It helps
if
you
you
feel
push
good.
the good out, it comes back to you. It does. It really, really does.
Yeah. And don't forget to look in the mirror. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be wealthy, whatever it is you're working on. All right.
I am worthy.
So the treadmill.
The treadmill.
Aries is really a big, a big focus. Aries and healing and Mercury energy. All right. So I'm going to just read through this and we'll talk again, I'm sure, next week as we get closer to the full moon. But we have this whole pileup of things in that Pisces, Aries space, right? So wherever in your personal natal chart you have that Pisces, Aries energy, it is being bombarded. And again, it's like that highway where now the speed limit has increased and everything's going faster, right? So we had all the planets direct for a while, and now we've got Mars, ruled by Aries, even though it's in Cancer, speeding its way towards Leo, making that opposition to Pluto. But that's in the works. Mars is out there in the fast lane, getting up speed in Cancer. So again, there's that mama bear syndrome going on there. We have Venus retrograde, which started on the 1st. Venus is in Aries. They don't really like each other very much, just kind of like Mars and Cancer don't really like each other very much, right?
I don't know if it's overtly hostile.
Well, because, Aries wants to push Venus.
And Venus
right?
don't like being pushed.
So-
Excuse me, you're supposed to lay a coat down for me to tread on.
Right? Yeah, chivalry. We want that side of Aries, not the hurry up and get the F dressed. You don't have time to put on your makeup. We got to be there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's a difficult thing that's happening. On the day of the full moon, which is March 14th, the full moon is at the very, very end of 23 degrees. It's 23:56. So we're going to count that as 24 because it's way closer to 24 degrees
than it is to 23.
Right?
Yeah. It's
So
like 4 minutes off.
24 degrees Virgo, full moon on the 14th. So Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And when we look at 24 degrees, we get a 6, which gives us the Lovers, which is the Gemini card, ruled by Mercury.
Mercury, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the other card would be the 15, which
That's
is a
the
6,
devil,
which
huh?
is the devil.
That's
Yeah.
the devil.
But we're gonna,
Which also has the Lovers on it, interesting.
right. So we have this Virgo full moon, Mercury energy. We have the degree that equals 6, the Lovers, Mercury energy. And Mercury will go retrograde on that same day.
Oh dear.
However, we're only 11 days away from that, so many of us are already experiencing
Starting to feel
the crazy that brings on, the miscommunications and the computer malfunctions and things with our cars and electronics and all that kind of stuff. All right. So the other thing that's very interesting is, this pile up in the Pisces Aries place. Saturn does something called cazimi, coming together with the sun once a year,
Oh, okay.
right? So there's a 1 in 12 chance of where that's going to happen,
Okay. Just so
depending on
happens
where
it's
Saturn
happening now.
is, right? So for the past 3 cycles, Saturn was in Pisces. So its cazimi was with the sun in Pisces. This year, of course, it's going to be just after the equinox, so the sun is going to be in Aries for the cazimi. So this brings Saturn and the sun together, and they're not exactly happy. They're both intense, and the sun is like, did you see me? All life comes from me. Let's get it on. Let's get going. Let's grow something. Let's be the light. And Saturn says,
Sit down.
let's have a lesson. Let's look at your karma. Where have you been shining this light exactly? So that's going to be an intense day for us. That's just before the full moon on the 12th.
Joy of joys.
At 22 degrees, and that gives us the Emperor, which is the Aries card.
Isn't it?
So there's just like a lot of things to provoke or excite our
Instigate.
divination, right? Then there's a lunar eclipse, just for fun.
What could possibly go wrong?
So eclipses are interesting cycles. The last eclipse that we had was in September of last year. It was the tail end of the Virgo time of year, 9/17, and we had a Pisces full moon eclipse, and that sets up a 6 months cycle.
Eclipse season.
Eclipse season. Well, think about September and the intensity of everything that's been happening from September till now. And when we do think about that, we definitely recognize that Al Ghul has been triggered, right?
Oh, you might
So
say.
Uranus is making its third pass over Al Ghul, right? Because we know we get a direct,
A retrograde.
a retrograde, and a direct. Third time is the charm, or trouble comes in threes, right? And this is why. So we're going to get our third pass of Uranus activating Al Ghul. But really think about how much decapitation, losing the heads, losing leaders, things have been gutted. People have been gutted. Leaders all over the place are stepping down. People are losing their minds. They can't even drive their cars anymore. It's like the zombie apocalypse. And now that cycle is coming to its next push, which is this next full moon in Virgo, 6 signs away. We also have that Virgo Pisces axis of the nodes moving into Virgo and Pisces, and they have not been there since 2007. So think back to what was going on for you in 2007. There may be some things that you could glean knowledge from to help you move forward now. But this astrology is wild, absolutely wild. So really do your best to hold on to your mind. Don't lose your mind. Try to deal with whatever changes. This is a huge time of transformation, a huge time of just like lessons and karma, and having to deal and having to think on your feet, right? The speed of the highway, the speed of the treadmill, it's increasing, and it will increase from now until the end of April when it comes to that explosion.
Crescendo, whatever we want to call
Right?
it.
Right now, we're just building up the friction, building up the friction, building up the friction till it ignites. So anything that you can do for yourself now to remain stable and grounded, and put in place plan A, plan B. Before I had said I thought there might be a food crisis, there may be an internet denial of access, there may be trade wars, there may be borders shut down, there may be martial law. All of those things are still possibilities.
Very much on the table. Very much on the
But
table.
even if I don't know exactly how it's going to happen, something hugely transformational is going to happen, and we really should be ready. And we should be ready to put love into our communities.
Yeah. It's the only
Right.
thing that can fix it.
So again, if people have been planning for that food shortage, you can easily boycott. And I think that that's going to become more and more important, that we stay off of Amazon, that we boycott Big Brother, because there's some really bad shit in the works, and we need to try to navigate our way around it, over it, through it.
The chances of successfully navigating an asteroid field. Interesting. Juniper says, I was curious about the Saturn and the Sun joining Cazimi in the heart of the Sun. Well, think about it. Controls, that's what Saturn does. It wants to control and restrict and bring order, But it's almost like the controls have been set for the heart of the Sun. And I don't want to sound like, I'm trying to spew doom and gloom here.
No.
But it is not a good time astrologically. It is not.
Unless you are prepared,
Right.
and know how to use those ingredients.
Exactly
Right?
thus.
Like Mercury retrograde's a great time to finish up old business, Venus retrograde is a great time to stand your ground and protest the things that you don't enjoy. Eclipses are time to release things out of your life.
Clear them away.
So Virgo is release illness and start healing, right? Pay more attention to detail. Get rid of the, make your list and get rid of the things that you don't serve you, right? There are all kinds of things we can glean and use here, but we must remain focused or we're going to get thrown off the treadmill.
Absolutely. It was interesting. Yesterday was our Craft of the Wise class, and we got to the one we're sort of halfway through, which is all about magical timing and using the available energies, as Lisa was saying, like, what have you got in the pantry? What can you cook? What can you cook up? And we try to explain there is no such thing as a catastrophe, so to speak, where, the stars are so badly aligned.
I don't know, I've seen them. They make them now. Cats as trophies.
Oh no!
Like jewelry that you hang on their tail.
Oh no! Stop! No!
You haven't seen them?
I can't visualize that.
Little discs that hang on their tail over
the moon. Stop!
Yes.
No! Stop! Oh no! That's classless. No! Stop!
Well, I'm sorry, I derailed you.
So
we need joy.
Oh no! Okay. It's too bloody funny. No, the astrological outlook may not be good, but that means you just have to use what energies you've got available. You have to be creative here.
Mm-hmm.
Change your magic, change up your magic, change up your intention. There's like if you're growing something, you want to draw something to you. If it's waning, you want to push it away from you. That's at the very basic sort of level. But this is the kind of thing we ought to do. But above all, find time for love.
All right, I'm gonna light the candle.
Because, honey, I'm sure hard to handle now. You see.
That's you.
Yeah, she's put a cat's ass trophy on.
What?
Stop! It's cat's ass trophy. Oh no! That's just wrong. That's wrong in so many ways. I apologise. I can tell by the big dip in the viewership that you just got bombarded with adverts.
Maybe they ran away because of my comment.
No, I think it's just advertising. All right, who's doing what?
I'll go first. It's Sean.
Oh,
shake it up.
What you got?
Boo, boo.
Minor Arcana Lover's card.
So a lot of times this is seen as the soulmates card, and I think people take that to mean only one relationship that is like a personal
romantic
lovers kind of relationship. But I see this as the soul buddies card, right? Finding your tribe, and through finding your tribe and really focusing your energy on giving and receiving, right? Making that infinity energy with your heart to people in your tribe's heart. It gives you great pride and power and also great healing ability. So I think this week you are going to hold the light and you are going to give and receive energy with your tribe.
I'll do then.
All right. You're next for Gilda.
Gilda. Let's see what we got. Different perspective necessary. This is a good card. It's a good card. But sometimes we get ourselves stuck in a position where we can't literally see the wood for the trees. And it's necessary to alter your perspective to glean a deeper understanding. So this dude here has hung himself upside down from the tree of Yggdrasil to receive the enlightenment. But notice this is also perhaps about astral travel, because he's following that shape of Jupiter there and receiving enlightenment. So sometimes if something's being hard to get a handle on, change the way you're thinking about it. And maybe stop thinking about it and maybe meditate on it and ask for guidance. Perhaps, go to do a little meditation,
ask
pull
for a
some
sign.
cards,
Yeah.
ask for a sign, and I think you're going to get that. You're going to get some assistance from other here. So don't keep staring at the tree going, what's this thing occluding my view, Change your perspective, all right?
All right. I'm next for Savannah.
Shavannah.
She's over here. I can feel it.
I can feel it. I feel it in my
It's
water.
this one here. Ooh.
Aha!
Try not to get frustrated. Sometimes we feel really stuck, the Groundhog Day treadmill thing. But when you look at this guy, he is looking forward to something really, really good that he's holding right in the palm of his hand. And maybe it's been right in the palm of your hand, you know, for a while. And instead of seeing it being in the palm of your hand, maybe you see that it's unreachable. So how can you get moving? How can you sidestep or rise above to bring something that you've been really looking to bring into reality? And I think this week is going to give you the information that you're looking for to kind of sew up that loose end.
And maybe the energetic surge to do it.
You're next for Logan.
Logan nearly broke down, he said yesterday. I assume he's talking about the car and not himself. You never know. Hopefully your car's okay. All right. So, and you are. All right. You need to do some deep work here, mate. All right. This is an awful lot to this card, but suffice to say, there's still an issue which is not grounded out. All right.
Right. I see one stick is on the ground, the other stick's in the air.
Yeah, and ostensibly, while it looks like everything's going on cool and wonderful, we're still looking away to the past here, out to sea. This is something you need to address, and it's something that you can't address from an accusative or a resentment kind of perspective. All right, it's the first thing you have to have is like serene acceptance. You know, it is what it is. You know, this is what we're dealing with, and from that, work to ever so gently repair some of the wounds that you maybe don't realize you have. But the compliments have to come from within. You know, it's you here. It's you. So try and allow that. Be more gentle and more circumspect about yourself. I know it's difficult to be circumspect when we're talking about an introspective issue, but it's kind of important that you kind of see yourself in a different perspective. Yeah? And I think that's the key here. And yeah, oh dear, well, car coolant issue. What, are you low on coolant?
Peggy. Here in the valley of indecision. Sometimes we feel like if we don't make a choice, we won't have to make a choice. But not making a choice is a choice in itself, if you get me.
You're choosing not to choose.
All right. I feel like something is really coming to that place of critical decision time. And anytime we see a moon on a card, we know a new phase is starting for that person. So I think that even though you've kind of tried to be monkey in the middle for a really long time, I think you're going to have to make a choice this week, a really important choice. Because of all the water and blue on this card, pay attention to that dream time. For a sign or a signal of what is the right choice. Let it help you along. Okay.
Good news, coolant hose, dead easy fix and not hugely expensive.
Susan.
What we got for Susan? Woo-sa. You are being reminded once again to transmute that incandescent rage, that anger, that frustration that is all around us right now, and we would have to have our head under a rock not to be affected by it. Don't let it eat you. Don't let it make you mad, okay? Just find that energy and bring it in, transmute it into love. Love is the law, love conquers all, so mote it be. Transmute that, yeah? Transmute that and pull it back into yourself as love, and then start pushing the love out. Never forget who you are.
All right, I have Lori.
Okay.
Lori. This is our Lori, shop Lori, in case the other Lori. Oh, look at you. All right. Seize this energy, Lori. Virgo full moon is your full moon. All this stuff going on in Aries, all this stuff. Mars, a really good word for Mars is action. So get moving, right? What is it you've wanted to do? You know, how brave you were and how much it took for you to come to Community Day. But you did it.
You did.
And you probably felt really better afterwards. So, what else do you want to do? What else can you push yourself to do? And seize this energy, this Mars in Cancer, this Venus in Aries, this Mercury in Aries. You know,
a lot of Aries going on
seize
here.
this energy and take care of old business. Make yourself do it, and you will feel better for it, right? Be the leader of yourself. Talk wisely and kindly to yourself. It's going to be a good week for you.
Yeah. Use the good.
Yoff.
Yoff. Hey, not a bad card, Yoff. You are arriving at a place of great enlightenment, and it's quite interesting because it's almost things that have, what's the word? Eluded you?
Danced around you?
They've been on your periphery. You've always sensed there was something. There's more to this, you know. There's more to this. There's something else there. And now I think the murk is starting to clear. And you are starting to become incredibly perceptive about the things that have always been around you, but you've not quite yet or previously had the eyes to see. And I think this is a wonderful kind of period of enlightenment for you. And it's almost like, now I know that, let's reapply it to everything else. And so the cycle begins again, but it's a cycle of accelerated growth. So kudos to you. I think this is a really, really good card.
All right, I'm next for Kimberly.
And why not?
Ooh, Kimberly. All right. This is the card that represents the sign of Cancer.
It is.
And to me, a Cancer is a very psychic and intuitive sign. And it's also that very nurturing energy. So I feel this week for you could really be very successful if you nurtured your psychic work. If you really dug into something that you've wanted to have time for, to learn or explore something, I think that you could really reach a very important, pivotal part of yourself through psychic work and divination and nurturing that part of you, allowing yourself that space to come home to yourself and explore that on a deeper level again.
Ooh, we got now
Helena.
Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, also a card of higher purposes for me. Interestingly, I mean, at the very mundane level, I suggest maybe you're making a few changes around the home, move a bit of furniture, a bit of liquor paint here, maybe this, that, something else, you know.
Getting things organized.
Getting things sort of organised how you like them. But there's something more to this. There's more to this. This always indicates to me, oh, thank you so much. This indicates a higher purpose, you know, because these are the supernals. These are above the level of our understanding, these here. But this is what's influencing what's going on here. And it is a process, really, of manifestation, but it's a process of practical magic for you. This is the thing. You've got to work your practical magic. It's all right having great ideas, but an idea without a plan is just a wish, you know, and a plan without action's going nowhere. So idea, plan, action is important for you. If you can pull those things together, be a little more pragmatic and actually work on it, you're going to come forwards in leaps and bounds, girl. There will be no stopping you.
All right.
Oop, hello.
Thank you, Lori. And you're welcome to do classes anytime.
Yeah, let's get
All
you
right,
back
this
in
is
the
for
rotation,
Jess.
eh?
Ooh, Jess. This is a great card of investment. So I think all of the time and effort and energy that you've been putting into your business, those investments are going to pay off. This kind of says in the right place at the right time. I'm expecting this coming week will be very busy for you, that you may reach new networking and new people that are looking for you. And if you figure out how to find the people that are looking for you, please let us know, because we're really still trying to do that too.
Share.
But no, I think this is a really good week for you that will kind of set the tone for the spring of this next round of new clients and business growth. I think you're in the right place at the right time, and I don't think you even realize the potential of that location and your skills and reputation. And I think this week is going to let you see a little more into that.
It's nothing you don't deserve. Let me tell
Absolutely.
you that. You are worthy.
All right.
Are worthy.
Juniper for you.
Juniper. Perception, girl. Perception.
Ah.
So looky here, right? I mean, on the face of it, this really doesn't look like a good card, does it? We have a blindfold and bound woman surrounded by a prison of swords on a tidal flat with the tide out. Oops. Look again, there's no knots. They fall away, those binds. Fall away, lift the blindfold, swords don't ensnare you. You can walk out of there. You've got to hoist yourself by your own petard right now. I think you've gotten yourself to a
Don't
motivational
give in to what you
low.
perceive as restriction.
I think you're, and I get it, you know, circumstances are such that it's doing very, very little to make you feel good about your situation. However, what you've got to do is find the good there. You know, imagine, for example, that you were your own child. I know that's tricky, but think about, or you were your own best friend, all right, if you're not a mum. But you wanna try and encourage that person. You want to try and get them to say, come on, let's have a cup of tea, sit down, we'll sort this out, you know, and try to put some positive feedback into the situation, because what you focus on, love, comes into focus. It really is that bloody simple. So change your focus to a position of hope. Have only positive expectations. And if you do that, it's going to start shifting you in your psyche into a place where you can see what you can do rather than what you can't do. And that is where it starts to shift, all right? I know it's difficult. I know it's effing difficult. But you owe it to yourself to at least give it a try, all right?
All right, I'm up
Hello,
for
Cass.
Marlene. Yep, I wrote her on the list. Marlene. Oh, this looks positive.
It doesn't suck.
All right. What most people never see is this little snail down here. So you may have felt like you're doing the 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. This kind of dance trying to get somewhere. And again, we know that that's where everybody is right now. We're all, you know, dancing as fast as we can to just manage to stay still and not go backwards. But I feel like some kind of breakthrough for you. This is a 9, which is a sign of completion, and it's a really great prosperity card. It's also very much linked to the Empress. Their clothing is very similar, except this lady's wearing gold, where the Empress was wearing white with her pomegranates. So to me, this is some sort of revolution, resurrection, bringing of sustenance. And I think this is going to be a really positive week for you.
There you go.
And you have Cass?
Oh, hello. All right then. And you get the Lover's card, which is interesting.
That's that Mercury energy.
Yes, isn't it?
Week is just...
I'm not seeing this as anything at all to do with a relationship.
No.
Unless it's your relationship with your understanding of self, which it may be. I think, you know, we've got 2 trees here. One, some say this is the tree of knowledge and the tree of life. Because the tree of life has got that fiery kind of thing, you know. But the tree of knowledge is what the apples are. And I don't know, I think somehow your curiosity has been piqued. and you're about to take a big old bite of that apple, and really.
Once you know it, you can't unknow
Yeah,
it.
that's the danger.
Once you've tasted it, oh.
That's the danger. You can't go back to blissful ignorance. There isn't any after that. You know what I mean? But it's okay. You are worthy, and I think it's good that you are working on your own personal spiritual and psychological development, because I think that's where you're at. I think you're in a period of big steps forwards, you know, in your perception of things, which is great. But it does come with the downside, is you can't go back and claim ignorance anymore. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So there.
All right. So before we pull card of the week, I
Yes.
just want to recap and say, understand that spiritual people, empathic people, caring people, loving people, we are truly experiencing the depths of crazy psychological warfare.
It is kind
right?
of, isn't it?
It's a psychological warfare that is being pushed out by the people who are not enlightened or aware or able to hold the light. So it's even more important these next couple of weeks leading up to this crazy, next milestone of crazy, that we hold the light, that we are cautious, that we focus and refocus, that we shake off the awful. And, you can always just push out what you don't want, transform it, and take it back in as things you do want. You have that power for yourself, and don't forget that. All right, so we want to just recap for Academy members
Oh yeah, please do.
that meditation comes out on the 5th. The full moon ritual is on the 12th. The Sabbath ritual is on the 19th. Story time, the 23rd. The next moon class, the 26th. And the new moon, the willow lunation, on the 30th. So we've got a lot of really great things going on in the Academy. And if you know anybody who is kind of on the fence about whether they should do it or not, please feel free to express to them what you have enjoyed about it.
Yes, yeah. Be our advertisement. Be our walking, talking advertisement. And whoever you are, Skype Key Moonbeams, welcome to the channel. Don't
Yeah,
be
you're
a
going to have to
stranger.
go back and
Yeah,
watch.
you're going to have to go back and watch it all now.
Because we're just about to
'Cause
pull
we're-
card of the week here.
We got to the end of it. Well, almost to the end.
All right,
we're
so
only on for an hour.
card of the week is for everybody.
No
Don't
cause for
worry.
worry. Don't worry, no. Be happy.
Don't worry. This kind of goes along with what I was just saying, that we're under this psychological pressure,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
That we're watching friends and family go mad. We're watching people implode and explode, and really, really guard your mind, body, spirit, right? Perfect your thoughts. Love yourself. I know it sounds like new age tree hugging hippie crap, but it is.
It's kind of important.
We
new
kind of
age
need.
tree-hugging
We
hippie
kind of
crap.
need to hold the light. So that doesn't mean not to be aware of what's going on. It means not to get sucked in to the darkness. Remain bright, right? Even one candlelight can disperse its energy and diffuse a lot of darkness. Just one candlelight. So be the
in
light.
the darkest of times, a single candle is an incredible brightness, and it takes nothing away from its light to share it with everybody. That's kind of amazing. That is in of itself an act of magic, isn't it? When you think about it. But sleep is important right now. If you're not resting well, you're actually sort of pulling your own energy level down. It's important you get rest. So try to do a bit of guided meditation before bed or something, you know?
Because this again is crazy things that aren't real. On our tarot that we're making, this little depiction down here on the bed is of a funny old rhyme that goes, One fine day,
In the middle
in
of
the middle of the night, two dead boys got up to fight.
Yeah.
One was blind and the other could not see, so they used a pillow for referee. Back to back they faced each other, drew their swords, and shot each other. A deaf policeman heard the noise and came and killed the two dead boys. So it's just kind of like...
Nonsensical.
It's nonsense, and don't give in to the nonsense.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Your mind produces a lot of nonsense.
Write your own
sometimes,
story.
You know.
Write your own story.
Yeah.
Write a happy ending for yourself.
Exactly, because your story is the only story that matters. Yeah. Think about that. All right, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being a member of our channel. It does make a difference to us. It really does. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Spam that heart button. You know, it makes a difference.
And if you do go back and watch other things, old podcasts, you know, maybe you want to go back and see Janet Farrar and Gavin Bone again, whatever podcast or video that you look at, even if you don't watch it all the way through, like, comment, right?
Please
commenting. YouTube is going through this thing, this transition right now, where if your own members don't interact with a video, then they don't show it to new people. So if you you say, well, what can I do? I have no money. I can't afford a membership. You can go and comment on all the videos, right? If you have time. You don't even have to watch them all the way through, but make a positive comment or like it. Watch it for a few minutes, whatever. Or go back and play some with the sound off, right? If you're working and doing something else, you can just play the videos, go onto a list, and let that whole series of videos play, and that gives us watch time. And it also makes YouTube go, oh, look, their people like their stuff, so we're going to show it to new people. And it'll really help us to build our community over here. And we really want a safe place for people to come, no matter where they live in the world, to be able to come and do ritual with us, be part of our community, and just, the more people that we have who can raise the vibration around the world is a good thing.
Makes a difference. It really does make a difference. So, if you like what you see, tell your friends. That's what I would say. Please. And, well, okay, you could do that, I guess.
Open another browser tab and mute it.
Open another browser is probably better if you've got two browsers.
Yeah, but just let it go, let it play. It makes watch hours, and it makes YouTube algorithm say, oh, people are really watching this channel. We should push out some of their videos.
The other thing that we've had, I mean, if you have got a couple of pennies and stuff to throw around, we've enabled, because we got the thing the other day to set up super stickers, I think it is, stickers.
I can't keep up with all that.
Yeah, they've got that. And super thanks is the other thing. Super thanks, as opposed to a super chat, super thanks you can actually post on a video that was previously up, it was done. And that apparently sways their algorithm to show it to more people. And the more people see our stuff, the more people hopefully join our channel, and the more our channel grows, because we want to be the light in the darkness. We think we've got a message of love and hope.
We're like such the best kept secret still.
So literally anything you can do to help people come and find us,
Right,
because
but I'm
together
saying,
we can change the world.
It's free to watch a series, and it's no time at all to just set it up and let it go.
Yeah, and you can listen to stuff like for example, our podcast that we're doing right now. Although we're incredibly good looking, and I'm sure you're absolutely enraptured, you could listen to it. It's designed so as it works with just the audio on as well. So if you're like driving to work or whatever, you can listen again, as on a podcast kind of thing. So yeah, guys, thank you.
All right.
We appreciate you very, very much. We'll probably do another community day soon, because we need it. So stay tuned for that when we figure it out. When we've got a slot, maybe we'll do another one.
March's Psychic Fair, I have someone who's volunteered to come and offer free Reiki
Oh, that's
for
lovely.
March's Psychic Fair too, the last Saturday of the month.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Honestly,
Peace and blessings,
you guys
everybody.
are awesome. Oh,
Don't
let
lose
me-
your mind.
Let me give you the cards.
Don't lose your mind.
I think that ship sailed a long time ago. All right, guys. Have a beautiful
Peace.
afternoon. We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time. Take care. Bye-bye.